What's your name?
My name is Karine.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Karine?
Karine.
Karine. Where are you
Yeah.
from?
I'm from Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Yes.
Oh, love it, love it, love it. You have amazing food. Amazing food.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I think it's the best hummus out of all the countries there. Like,
Well.
yeah, yeah. Some people are gonna be like, "How dare you?" Yeah, I know there's a whole fight about whose hummus is
Yeah.
better. I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. I try to be the voice of animals. Do you think that animals should be treated like objects?
Of course not.
No. But do you think that when we are bringing them into existence only to kill them or use them, we are treating them like objects?
No.
No. So that's not a form of objectification. The fact that we bring them into existence to use them for our own benefit, we don't really care about what they want or how they feel, and we kill them, yet again, not caring about what they want or how they feel. Isn't that literally treating them like an object?
Are you a vegan?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I don't. I really like your opinion, though. It's
I'm trying to. I'm trying to. How do you feel about this, right? Like, because I understand, like, we all grew up doing this, and it seems normal to us. But there's no need for it today. There's no need for us to bring animals into existence. While in the past we would say where we have to do it to survive or something, that's no longer the case.
yeah, I understand. But from my point of view, since I'm a religious person, I think God created animals.
What religion?
I'm Christian.
You're Christian.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to understand because there's a lot of things in the Bible that I'm sure you don't agree with. On top of all the
Like what?
contradictions, right? Like the idea that I think where is it in Exodus 21:20, it says that if you beat your slave, beat them all the way as much as you want, but not so much that they die. So you can leave them that they survive a couple of days. That's literally what 21 Matthew says. Sorry, Exodus, not Matthew. Yeah, that's literally in the Bible. I don't think you believe that slavery is okay, do you?
I don't think that's what God told us to do.
No, but yet again, even if God, if you think slavery is wrong, which I think you do, which I think I do, there's no depiction in the Bible of saying clear, explicit instructions that slavery is bad. Yet in the Bible, it tries to very explicitly say you're not allowed to eat shellfish, you're not allowed to wear different cloths, and there's all of these things that are so explicit and clear in the Bible, right? So a lot of the times, I don't want to debunk the Bible or something, but what I want to say is a lot of the times, our religion or our sacred texts, we take them in context. We take them in context. We take them as metaphors. We see them as something we can learn from.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't we take this also as a context, this idea of eating animals? Because in the past, maybe we needed to, and there was a context to it. Nowadays, we don't need to.
You mean we have other protein sources? We can substitute the meat we get from animals with another. Yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, like think about Jesus, who was, for you, right, the most compassionate individual. Can you imagine Jesus with a knife cutting the throat of an animal?
Of course not.
No. And that's the whole point of it. Whenever we see a depiction of Jesus, we see them with a lamb or something being friendly towards them. But this idea of Jesus cutting their throat, saying, I want to eat their flesh because it's easier or whatever, wouldn't really be the Jesus that the Bible or Christianity proposes, right? This all compassionate, nice individual.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? What do you want to do about this? Because I understand what your religion says, but you can be Christian also and a vegan. You can be non-Christian and a vegan. But the whole thing about being vegan is that you respect the animal's rights. So do you want to, I don't care what you did in the past. Going forward, do you want to respect animals' rights, or do you want to, be on this other side that treats them like objects?
Okay, but what about the animals? There's some animals who they reproduce a lot.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, if we don't...
like humans?
Yes, us.
Humans
as
reproduce a lot.
Yes, at a certain point, where are we going to? Yeah, what are we going to do with this quantity of?
What are we doing with so many humans?
The life cycle, it's I think it's logical because.
Well, first of all, it's not logical because in animal agriculture, animals don't reproduce. We reproduce them. So Do you know what this is? Let me show you. I have to bring it up, I guess. Know what this is? Have you ever seen this?
No.
So this glove right here is what farmers do. Is they put on this glove, put it all the way to their shoulder, like this. Then they put the hands in the anus of a cow to hold their cervix, and then they inject bull semen in their vagina. And this is standard practice. This is how we get cows pregnant. Do you know why we get cows pregnant?
Wow, I never thought about that.
Yeah, we control the breeding.
It's
That's
the
that's
first
what
time I
farming is.
hear this thing.
That's why I'm not judging. I don't care about
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
I
Like
know.
I appreciate this kind of conversation.
My manager is a vegan. I never understood why, but I really respected
Yeah.
what he does. Even though he likes meat, you know, everyone in France, because I live in France, everyone in France love red meat, and
I used to like it too, but that's not.
Yeah.
It's not about what
Yeah.
I like, right? Because just because, let's say, for instance, if I like sex, it doesn't give me the right to force myself onto somebody,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's,
That's
that the whole point
that's
about
a
it.
valid point. Yeah,
It's about respecting everybody's individuality, and just because I like flesh, it doesn't give me the right to cut their throat and be like, oh, okay, well, legally I have the right, sadly, but I don't think we should. I think animals should be living, and they have feelings, they have emotions, they think, they feel love, they feel anxiety like us. For us to put the hands in the anus and like violate all their rights, like when the babies are born, we take them away from their
Yeah.
mother. Do you know why we do that? Because if they stay with their mother, they drink the milk. It's so fucked up. Like imagine that. Like, oh, I'm gonna impregnate you. You have a baby. Fuck the baby. I want your milk. Like literally objectification. I don't care what you want out of this. I'm just gonna I'm gonna care about your body. And when their body can no longer get pregnant, they kill them. It's literally, I don't care who you are, what you do. It's
Yeah.
your body that I'm interested in. Like I think farmers would love it if these animals were not sentient. Would love it if they could produce all of this without doing this to animals. And the reality is we have the technology there. This is even the even more fucked up thing.
Wow.
But because everybody else keeps supporting this, it just continues to happen.
and it's less costly, I think.
And less cost, yeah. Like there's a thing called precision fermentation, which they just put a bacteria that eats sugar and produces lactose, produces casein and whey, and they make milk that tastes exactly like cow's milk.
Yeah.
And it's almost biologically identical. And yet we choose to do this to cows
Yeah.
because of, yeah, but where I'm at right now, I'm not going to blame you for all of this, right? Because you're not responsible for what they do, but you are responsible if you pay for it, if you continue supporting
Yeah.
it, right?
You're right. Yeah. But still, you're talking about the manufacturing, all the whole consumption thing. But what about the local farmers? Like technically, they have a cow and the bull, and then they have the kids, and it's another level. I think they are not treating them badly. They, you know.
So let me explain. So in the best situation, let's imagine the best situation that you
I
can
would
imagine, right?
feel it's okay for me to buy that meat,
Yeah.
not the other one.
But let me
For
put.
me.
I get it, right? There's always obviously degrees to wrongness, right? Like take for instance, if I'm gonna kill somebody and I'm gonna torture them first, it's worse than if I just kill them directly, right? Or if I kill them in a way that they bleed to death, or if I shoot them in the head. There's obviously degrees of how bad a thing can be, but that doesn't mean that a thing, if it's less bad, is still not bad, right?
Yes.
But let's imagine that the perfect scenario happens. The person does not touch the cow or the bull at all. They're just on their own mating. They're on their own making the baby. The baby stays with the mother. Just some excess milk, and you take some of the excess milk, right?
Yes.
And you let the baby grow. You feed them and all that stuff. The problem with this is that is almost, it's undoable. It would cost
Really?
1,000 times more because a cow will only get pregnant 3 or 4 times their entire lifetime. And we impregnate them 6 times repeatedly, year over year. And when we can no longer get them pregnant, we kill them. And cows can live 24 years. Imagine 24 years feeding them consistently while they only produce for 3 years in their whole lifetime. So it wouldn't work. And also, once they're old, their meat is no longer good, so we don't like it anymore. So it just ends up like even if we did it the right way, let's say, we would still, where we wouldn't actually objectify animals, but we would just take some form of excess or something. Because I don't have a problem, like if a cow shits and you want to eat their shit, I don't have a problem with that, or you want to use their shit or something, right? Like the idea isn't that. The idea is literally treating them or using them like objects. So it just doesn't work, that situation. So, and farmers, by the way, the small ones, the local ones, they have all the more incentive to use artificial insemination, to do all this, because they get the least amount of profits for per cow. That's why small farmers become large farmers. That's why in the last 5 years in the Netherlands, for example, the number of farmers below 100 cows is like 10% or something. So 90% of the farms are big farms, because it's just not feasible. And it's so not feasible that nowadays the reason why animal products cost so little is because government also subsidize them. So imagine if we remove the government subsidies, if we do it the right way, products would just be so expensive that there would be no reason for anybody to buy it. And meanwhile, we have all these alternatives nowadays, plant-based alternatives that we can easily just be healthy on.
You have a lot of knowledge base about this subject. I really like it. It's the first time I talk to someone about this, and
Yeah.
it's really insightful.
Thank you. And it's also, imagine, for environmentally speaking, right? Like keeping a cow alive for 25 years only to produce a bunch of calories. It's not going to be worth it. And a lot of the times we as humans forget that we produce so much food, so many plants to feed the animals alone. Like most of the crops we grow is just to feed the animals, and then when we kill the animals, we get so little of the calories. We get like at least 3 times less calories than what we could if we just grown food for us directly. So it's not good for the environment. It's not good for the animals. It's everybody loses in this situation.
Yeah.
But so my other activist game. So I'm just gonna give you a card. Thank you for stopping by. There's a documentary here called Dominion. Do you think you can watch it just to
Yes, of
understand
course.
what it is that we're talking about?
I'll
Kind of
do
what
my,
the conversation we were
my
having.
research. Thank you so much. I really like what you do. Keep going.
Thank you. Please respect animals, okay?
Yeah.
Do you think until you watch the documentary you could?
By the way, I have a golden retriever.
You do? I fucking love golden retrievers. They're my favorite.
Yeah.
My heaven is being surrounded by golden retrievers, so I get it. You know,
His name is Goldie.
Goldie.
Yes.
Perfect
Not
name.
very creative name, but it's
But Goldie has a personality, doesn't he?
yes.
All these other animals also.
Yeah.
Do you think until you watch that documentary you can eat plant-based?
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much.
you.
Have an awesome day.
Thank you.
Cheers. I appreciate you. And you also have my YouTube channel.